call me naive, but I give her the benefit of the doubt. And I do think
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah, I do. I do think that the Charlie Kirk assassination was an aha moment for her.
Just when you thought the spew couldn't get any worse, the racist Ana Navarro bubbles up from the pits of hell to essentially endorse political terrorism against conservatives.
Buckle up back there. We're going into hyperactive.
People call me naive, but I give her the benefit of the doubt. And I do think
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah, I do. I do think that the Charlie Kirk assassination was an aha moment for her.
In terms of?
In terms of, do I really want to be part of this horrible political climate and of the polarization and the weaponizing of government and of speech and all of that stuff?
What the actual fuck did you just say to me right now?
I'm sorry, but everything she listed there are things that the Democrats have been doing. It was a Democrat leftist that assassinated Charlie Kirk based on the rhetoric that comes from Democrats in their media. And, of course, the spew.
They were out there, neo-Nazis were in the front of in front of the conference with anti-Semitic slurs.
It never happened.
So it's his sort of his rendition of good people on both sides. Same idea.
So you have to read this thing.
Oh, I've got a legal note. The conservative group Turning Point USA has condemned the group of neo-Nazis and said they have nothing to do with the organization.
But you let them in.
President, open your
You
mouth.
let them in and you knew what they were.
Right.
So you are complicit.
It never happened.
I want to make a quick clarification about the neo-Nazis at the Turning Point event. They were outside protesters. My point was more metaphorical, that you embraced them at your thing, I felt.
But it's clear to me why she would invoke Charlie Kirk's assassination as a reason why MTG is leaving Congress. Charlie Kirk was assassinated by a guy who justified his actions by calling Kirk a fascist, which, as we all know, has been the narrative coming from the left and Democrats for at least the last 8 years, and which we all saw and continue to see leftist and mainstream Democrat pundits continue to reaffirm by saying that Kirk somehow brought on his own assassination by having views that leftists don't like.
Horrible.
Charlie Kirk is horrible?
Yes, I'm glad he's not here.
You're glad he's dead?
Yes.
Why would you say something like that, ma'am?
Because he was horrible on the campuses, the college campuses. Horrible person.
You know what? I do the exact same thing.
Well,
would you be glad if I would die?
Maybe. I'd have to think about it.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Your friend just said she'd be happy if I died.
I think we need to...
So listen up, Democratic establishment. You can either jump on board with this shit, or we're coming after you in the same way that we come after MAGA.
You're a damaged goods lady.
Let me know what you all think in the comments, but support for violence over political views has been expressed on The View on multiple occasions.
I also think she could have served one more year if she wanted, right? Her term is not over until January of 2027. I
So
think
then what
if she
happens
runs
to that seat now?
That's special. It's a special election.
So a Democrat could win?
No,
No,
it's
not in
that
that
seat.
very
Her seat
small
is
30
plus
district.
20. In other words, there's 20 points more Republicans than there are Democrats in that seat, which is why a Republican primary is what basically determines who's going to win. I don't think she gets out of the problem of being on the other side of Trump in a Republican primary if she runs as a Republican for Senate. And we have seen time and time again what being on the other side of Trump means for somebody in elected office.
Oh, you were finished? Oh, well, allow me to retort.
I also love the thought pattern of the panel there. Charlie Kirk gets assassinated, MTG drops out, and a Democrat gets the seat. How wonderful! Which again, to me, seems like a tacit endorsement of terrorism against conservatives. All right, folks, let me know what you all think in the comments, and if you made it this far, you might as well hit that like button and subscribe. I do post on a regular basis, so make sure to keep checking back here for more. Thanks a lot.